Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called Getting Rich with Illegal Real Estate Rental. Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Now, let's get started. If you thought the real estate market was getting weird, then you haven't seen anything yet. Before we proceed, we want to make sure you understand that we don't condone or encourage any of the following behavior. We're only observing and explaining, so don't do this sort of thing. Because so many landlords and homeowners are now experiencing so many problems trying to turn a profit or even hang on to their homes or their rentals, they are now going to extreme and possibly even illegal lengths to make money. This is all being driven by skyrocketing interest rates, too many properties being on the market, too many cities and states making it more and more difficult for landlords to rent out their properties, too many challenges and restrictions in the short-term rental space. It's just one thing after another. So what are a growing number of homeowners going to do? Well, they're ignoring all the crazy new restrictions and rules and laws regarding their property, and they are now just doing whatever they can to rent them out for some cash flow. That's it. That's their priority. Here are some of the latest tactics and criminal rule breaking that homeowners are doing to try and get some cash flow going. Some of it is shady. Some of it sounds illegal. Some of it is definitely illegal. And a lot of it results from the growing desperation that homeowners have in their efforts to not lose their home. The first thing people are doing is they're renting out their garages, basements, attics, and other rooms in their houses that technically and legally should not be rented out. These may be rooms without windows, rooms without bathrooms or heating or air conditioning or any of that. These could be sheds on the property. They could be adjacent buildings that don't even belong to them. They could be tents set up, in their backyards or in an open field, once again, that does not belong to them. People are even renting out their tree houses. One thing that they do is they drive around town looking for places to rent, and then they lease them to 10 or 20 other people at the same time. Then a month from now, when all those people show up after having given their $1,000 or $2,000 deposit, they all show up and they find out that their keys don't work. And there are 20 other people who are convinced that they too have rented out that home properly. Many of these con people believe that why should they rent out their own property when they can illegally rent it out to someone else, to 10 or 20, even 30 people? It's amazing how widespread this is. Just think of it. If you can find a house to rent out and get a $2,000 deposit from 20 individuals, then you can walk away with $40,000 and then repeat the process all over again a month or two later. If you repeat it often enough, you can make a couple of $1,000,000 in a year and then move to another city and repeat the process again. They don't care about zoning restrictions. They don't care about skyrocketing interest rates or the latest rules for Airbnbs. They could care less. They don't even care if your rent deposit check bounces. Why is that? Because if it does bounce, then they're confident that the other 19 people who gave them a rent deposit, they're confident their check will pass, will clear. So I'm sure you're thinking that someone will call the police and report these landlords, right? Well, ask yourself this. In many cities, the police aren't even responding to 911 calls for major felonies anymore. Some cities are openly asking residents not to even call them unless they have a life and death issue. In some cities, the police aren't even responding to shootings if they're too busy or just if they're understaffed. In some cities, the police are quietly ignoring major felonies if they think they may be going to an active shooting area that may be too dangerous even for them. They will wait an hour or two to pass before they show up, and by then the shooting has subsided or ended completely. So ask yourself this. If they're not responding to major felonies, how much do you think the police will care about your rent fraud? I believe we're entering a new real estate era where people will care less and less about zoning issues, permits, making sure they're following the rules, and the only thing they'll care about is getting that rent. When was the last time someone in your police department went out to look for a stolen car? Report a stolen car and see what happened. Most departments don't even dedicate too much time to that. We believe we are now seeing the birth of the new Mad Max real estate era, and it's going to be a wild time. Suddenly, NFTs and cryptos don't seem too sleazy by comparison. Good luck. Thank you for watching. I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great interviews coming up, so make sure to click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new episode. Also, we ask that you post a link to today's show on all your social media to help spread the word. Thank you, and we shall talk to you soon. Bye-bye.